Domination Nation, what up? It's me, you, back on. Fina freaking Lee. It's been forever. Had a crazy holiday season, I guess you could call it. The boys out of school for over a week, and then we've had snow days. So even when they're supposed to be back in school, they're still at home, and then on snow days, family comes over and stuff. And so it's just been freaking crazy. I'm so glad that it's over. We can get back to normal, doing some more videos, getting caught up on just where I'm at overall in this video, basically, and maybe talk a little bit about some layouts, and we'll go hopefully more into detail and some new cool stuff going forward. More videos than I've been doing. Obviously, it's been way less than I like to do, but thanks for hanging in there with me. Let's get back into it. What's changed? I don't even remember where I was at in the last video, so I'll kind of cover as much I think that I've done recently, but we can just start with the Armory. Let's take a look at research. We have everything done in global as far as the main troops are concerned. Tactically, here's where I'm at. You can see, sabotage, decoy, betrayal, protect. Those are the main ones I use. Barrage, demolition, first aid. I never use them, but I still wanted to level them up, so some of them, they could use some more work, but just kind of take a look at the stats on these guys in case you're curious of what they would be at that level. Here they are. I'm not going to spend very much time on these. Sabotage, I feel like, is the most used overall tactic for people, so if you're having trouble deciding which tactics are best, I would just start out with using all sabotage and then maybe whittle it down from there. I personally do. I have 6 tactic space, and I typically bring 3 sabotage, 1 decoy, 1 betrayal, and 1 protect. And I like to have at least 2 or 3 sabotage so I can, freeze the city center and the fort to prevent the generals from coming out, stuff like that. Here's a look at level 5, what it entails. It's funny though, you get 1 more second. I mean, it doesn't seem like a lot, but I'm sure it helps out. When you upgrade those. Protect, here's where that's at. A 10-day upgrade for that bad boy next time around. Demolition, I know some of those hacked accounts or whatever like to come in and fry you with their max demos. Those are fun. The betrayal is pretty good upgrade payout. So when you do the upgrades on betrayal, you get a greater attack speed, also in greater hit points as far as their health. So definitely worth doing the betrayal. Decoy has some benefits of upgrading it as well. The longer duration primarily. That's why I went ahead and did it. So anyways, those are that. That's those, them, there, that. Yep, that's it. Generals, here we're at. I'm kind of doing a step-by-step upgrade, I guess you could say. They're all level 11 or higher. I have 2 or 3, 2 level 11s and 4 level 12 generals. I probably will go more into specializing into just 3 of them, because that's, I guess, the max. Maybe 4. Not really sure, because eventually I'll probably have Pentagon and have that 4th general. That's my goal, at least, when I go atomic. Something to note on generals, not everybody sees this or understands this, but you want to go through and look at the hit points and damage per second. That's the main stats on these guys, and there's kind of a sliding scale. So the higher the health is on your general, the less damage he does, and then the more damage he does, the less health he has. As you can go through, I don't have a list listed out for you or anything like that, but we can kind of take a quick look. 2200 or 22,000 hit points there. 19, 16, 16, 14, 24. So Joan's the highest, or excuse me, yeah, Joan is the highest health, and a lot of you may already know this. Then the lowest, I guess, is MacArthur, and so you'd be looking at the highest damage there of 600 opposed to 385. So it's good to balance your generals when you're taking them in for war as well, or even on defense, I guess. I don't really use them for defense too much, but your war base automatically chooses the highest ranking ones that you have. So I guess if you want to strategically, defend a certain way using a combination of those attributes. You want maybe a high health, a medium, and a low in there. You need to specifically upgrade those ones, or it's going to pick for you, and you really can't choose. So there will be some more strategy going into that later on, but that's where I'm at with those. I'd like to have those a little bit higher, but I think since they're all being leveled up, they're pretty good. I mean, that's really where I spend all my oil. So in the factory, I need to upgrade some factory stuff. I don't really use the factory troops very much. I know they'll be far more used. APC is level 6 factory. Good lord, that troop gets used against me all the time by the super high rankers. The level 240 guys or whatever. So it's going to be something that you're going to want to get at some point. But right now I have machine gun and commando, so I'm not really that far along on my factory research. So I understand I need to do that, but we'll get there. Aircraft, I'd like to go fighter MK1 at some point. I have the Statue of Liberty, so I have the boost in health on my planes, I think is what that is, or maybe damage. Let me double check. Where the hell is it? There it is. Grants oil, increases attack damage. Yeah, so extra damage. So I haven't had to do my planes yet, but they're on the list of items as well. Okay. And coalitions, I try to get caught up on those. I've got a bunch of level 3 and one level 2. Maori is level 2 still. We can kind of scroll through these in case you're curious about what the actual specs are at these levels. To me, it's a little frustrating because they go up in one national trade good cost each time, and sometimes I don't raid in a manner that gets me 5 stars every time. Sometimes I just go for the quick victory and the oil or whatever. So you kind of have to work for those if you really want them. So it's not that big a deal, but it can be if you don't have that style of play or you're not very good at that style of play. I recommend doing all-out attacks every day just to, for one, get better at your war-style attacks, and number 2, you're going to get those national trade goods. And anyway, so that's where they're at, the stats and stuff, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to spend too much time on that. Stuff gets boring to me. But anyways, that's where we're at in the armory. Not much left in there for my age other than, I guess, doing the generals a little bit more. And probably take the planes up a little bit before I go atomic. I'd love to go atomic soon, but I know I'm going to be in over my head if I go in at this level. So I'm just trying to wait until I complete some more stuff, or at least finish off some more stuff in the university. That is where all my guys are at, 16 of them. Let's take a look at the ratio of guys to girls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 guys, 8 girls, perfectly distributed. So everybody has somebody to hold hands with. Great. Now, I guess it doesn't matter. I mean, go LGBTs. Whatever, I don't care. Anyways, there's all my... So stupid. These videos are dumb sometimes. But you gotta have fun when playing this game. Don't take it too seriously. You're not that cool. Chief Hiawatha. Last time I did a video, I was talking about him. I was more concerned with the food skill research time. Completed that one right away. But went ahead and wanted to get the 5 nations reducing 1 citizen on all your other food items in the university. The more citizens, the less time and more citizens you have, or you know what I'm trying to say. You want more citizens available, and that's going to help you advance quicker. So that's the reason I went right after this one. A lot of people may have noticed there seems to be like a glitch with the amount of time it takes to complete these researches. What I was seeing is that if I logged out after I started one, in Hiawatha specifically, and then logged back into the game, I would notice that it was dropped like 33% or something. I didn't do the math, but for instance, it would be a 23-hour research for any of these level 5s, and then I would log out, log back in, and it would instantly be down to like 16 hours or something. So it's kind of crazy, but it doesn't seem to be carrying over on any of the other ones. We're very close to maxing out the chief there. We're pretty excited about that. Save a little bit of time and money, time and resources as far as citizens going forward. Da Vinci, we are now on howitzer damage. Finally, I got past marble chance, and I've done a lot in the mortar stuff up top just because it's so powerful, especially against the British, and the ranged attacks or the people that rely on their rifles to take you down. You need those mortars to clear out those riflemen, especially if you have a good base design, which I do. Anyways, that's where I'm at. Level 2 of the howitzer damage. I'll probably just keep on pushing that howitzer damage at least to 5. It is a food research, so it's discounted thanks to my work in Chief Hiawatha. That's how you pronounce it. I apologize if I'm messing that up to all you Chiefs out there. Speaking of Chiefs, my Chiefs, the football team, American football team, lost last night, and it sucked. Now they're out of the playoffs. Oh well, what else is new with that? CTG, she's looking fine with her scepter as always. That crown, booyah. Assault infantry damage, and that's your foot troops. It's also beneficial, we've discussed, for your APCs later on when they're spewing out foot soldiers later on. You want them to be boosted, so keep your troops upgrading there. I also like the garrison defender upgrades. I'm not too concerned with getting any deeper into that one. The king, I like to keep that rolling. I've got my submachine guns. Whoa, whoa, we just lost connection. You can see my A-Power Soft program. That's what I use. Hey, we're back. What the hell? Just derailed that train. Just derailed that train. Take a timeout. Starbucks timeout. Okay. Starbucks is not sponsoring me, but they could if they wanted to. Submachine gun damage and hit points. That's been the focus there. The tower benefits are also really strong. I mean, I'm at 18% boost on my towers. I don't think you get that much boost when you upgrade them, and you only get that per tower when you upgrade them. So when you're doing these university researches, it's affecting all my 4 towers, or 8 towers, which is a freaking huge benefit. So I don't need to go into too much detail on why you should be doing the university. You should be doing it. I'm just, obviously, this is where I'm spending all my time. And it's also nice because you do these upgrades and it doesn't show on your level. Your XP, your level isn't increasing. So people still look at your base as a lower level, and then they attack and get 8 up, hopefully. Or at least it's going to help in war for matchmaking and stuff like that. All the way over here in Sultan, a lot of people don't have this much going on there. I'm very excited to get tank depot upgrade cost out of the way. I'm only, I think I'm working on number 4 here. Let me check. Yeah, I'm working on number 4, and then I'll be number 5 after that. Obviously, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This video is going nowhere. And then basically what I'm trying to do is get down to S35 tank damage. Everybody should be trying to get down to the tank damage. I mean, especially the French or the Greek with those boosted tanks. And Suleiman the Magnificent, he gets nothing. I did one over there in field mortar because I had an extra troop or whatever. I'm excited to see what this guy's going to be. I'm hoping it's going to be a discount to gold items like Chief Hiawatha is to food items. We will see. It may be an oil item guy. I'm not really sure. I'm not trying to say anything about Middle Eastern people and oil or anything like that. I'm just trying to guess and hope here. Anyways, that's where my university is. That's what I've been doing a lot of lately. We do have a tank up to 8, so my medium tanks out the forest and everything. Trying to remember what I've done. It's pretty stoked about the sniper discount. I mean, it's not a big, huge upgrade going from 2 to 3 in damage per second or anything, but that's where it's sitting. To take it to level 4, 8 million, 9 days. Not too bad, but I think I'll leave him level 3 for a little while. I just finished the research in the library to get my 3rd general, as you can see. So that's nice. I don't like to have them all 3 on defense really, but we do alternating war lineups. So we have half our team in a war, and then another half the team in a war. So then we all get 2 or 3 days off or whatever in between wars to rebuild and stuff like that. So it's not that big a deal to have my generals in there right now on defense if I need them, whatever. I won't need them again for war for a couple days. Is all I'm trying to say. Let's take a look at library because I will be doing something else right away with that. It just finished though, so I haven't started anything. I haven't even gone looting yet. As you can see, my money is pretty low right now, but no big deal. Take a look in there. This is what we took from last war. We just won. Take a look at the report before I get into the library. Let me just sidetrack a million times, okay? Here it is. We won by 1, beat House Lannister, took 548 glory hole points in a glorious win. Take a look at the report. That's what I call participation, my friends. Number 1 doesn't have to hit his second attack because we won the war without him. No biggie there. And that's what bad participation looks like. Or when you stack your team with Enlightenment Age players. Jeez Louise. Losing internet left and right. What the hell is going on here? Okay. If you haven't stopped watching the video by now, thank you very much. Anyway, so we won that last war. I did get 5-starred by their number 1. That sucked, but oh well. We've been winning them pretty handily lately. Of course, maxing out and stuff like that is what needs to be done. Research-wise, let's take a look in library since I said we would. Come on, laggy. It's so laggy right now. I mean, not even... No, I am posting this video. I was going to say I might not, but I am because it's been so long. And I just got to get back in the flow of doing more videos. Anyways, this stuff's all maxed out. Caravan, farm harvest, don't even really care about that. Decoy health, I guess that's probably a good one to do at some point. We maxed everything else on that one. Level 4. Caltrop limit, I want to do that one as well. It's always good to have as many traps as you can. Maximum number of animals, don't care about that. Banking, 40% storehouse health is left, plus 2 trade good storage. The trade good storage is probably pretty good. The storehouse health, not that big of a deal. I don't think it's going to prevent that many people from getting your items if they're really after that kind of stuff. So, leadership, train a second general, general's attack, 15% general attack against other generals. That general against generals is probably good for war. However, I typically just freeze the fort and wreck it before the generals come out, so you really don't need it for war. Level 6, level 7, level 8, level 9. These are where I need to do more on. Anyways, vault capacity is probably a good one. That savings for oil. Use the vault for oil especially. It's also a high hit point item, so it's good for taking damage at a certain area. Kind of spread those things out around your base if you can. Heavy tank defender attack. That'll be a good one. I've got the bunkers now, so probably do that soon. Heavy weaponry. I do not have tanks. I still have level 2 factory. So weak on my factory game right now, but oh well. I will be doing splash damage heavy tanks as soon as I get heavy tanks to begin with. So sad. I've said this before in my videos. I'm not trying to be the greatest dominator in the world. I just like this game, have fun, and I hope everybody has fun watching these videos. So don't take me too seriously. Internationalism. You can see where we're at with these. Aviation, that's a good one to have. The last one, aircraft health. I'm assuming that's referring to all things that fly. So, that'll be a good one. 10% boost in health there. Air defense health is probably good. Air defense attack will be the one to really go for there. And it just gets, there just gets to be so many that you need to do in this thing. Here's the one I just finished. 3rd general using oil. That was a long training, or a long upgrade. But, anywho, that's it for the library. I'll be getting back to work on the library soon. What else is there? Okay, Armory, library, and university. Those are my main points of progress to reference, I guess. Level 175. We've got a new event coming out. Big, huge loot. Big, huge loot. I've already discussed this in a previous video, so I'm assuming it's going to be basically the same. don't remember what it was that we did to get the loot. Train troops at your barracks or factories to earn massive loot. Okay, training troops. Okay, that'll be easy. Just do lots of attacks. If it doesn't count, like if the tank is 10 troops, if it just counts it as 1, then obviously you're going to want to do a bunch of foot troops and stuff like that to try to rank that up real quick. That's it for progress. Let's just talk about layouts real quick to end this video. This layout is one I've covered in my most popular video, my Atomic Update Release video, which has just recently hit 7,000 views, which is freaking crazy and awesome to me, I think. I know it's no millions of views. I'm not like trying to be a YouTube star or anything. I just love to share my love of this game with you guys, whoever else likes this game. So anyway, 7,000 views, thank you very much. I appreciate it. That's crazy to me. This is the layout from that one. Let's go into the layout editor, take a closer look. You can see where my traps are, stuff like that. I specifically placed the barbed wire there and not there, so it's it's getting as much utilization. It's not being wasted on a place where there's 2 walls that would have taken up 2 spaces. I've strategically put the mines where they basically, if they're coming around that corner, they're going to trip both of these. Also got a ambush trap to distract a tank or whatever while my anti-tank shoots it down. Also, I strategically don't have this right here for a purpose. I have it right there so that way it's not auto-targeted as the next closest defense when they do start to come in here. When the tanks come in here, they're going to either target this or this. Well, the tanks wouldn't target the command post, but you know what I'm saying over here. They're coming around the corner. They're not going to target this because it's the back one. It's not the closest item. The other 3, these 3 are closer than this is. So it would actually be the 4th building to be targeted automatically without a rally. And if it is rallied upon, then they're all going to get stuck down here in this corner and get rain with pain from Spain, whatever the hell I'm trying to say. I am way rusty on these videos right now. But double mortar dumpage on their faces. This is one of the best bases I've done. So check it out, try it out, it's great. There's probably things that you're thinking, oh, I could sabotage and blah, 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 and take it out. Yeah, good luck, man. People do that all the time. It really takes a higher level guy to beat this base. So that's it for that one. Here's another one. It's got some kind of cool benefits to it. It's pretty simple, but I'll tell you the unintended perks of this one. So I like to do a bunch of base layouts just to kind of see how they do. You can't always plan everything out on a layout, so you don't really know how it's going to work until you put it in action. When I first designed it, there was 4 openings, one here, 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 and down here. But I changed it around a little bit to where there's no openings there at the bottom. So when they come in, if they come in from the bottom to go for the Forbidden City, they don't have free pass to walk amongst everything. They have to go through the walls. Another cool thing I've noticed on some replays, when they're coming in, let's say they come in from down here over by the dock, see me tapping away on it, and they break into this section, and they're getting hit, or whatever, and they're doing pretty good. And then let's say they try to rally on the town center from here, from down in this section, like right around my sand battery or whatever. You've got your whole army down there, and then let's say they try to rally on the town center. Well, what they do is you'd think they would go right in through these walls here or attack these walls, but what troops end up doing is they try to go to the closest part they can get to the city center. So things like troops that can shoot over walls don't try to go through the wall here. They try to go up and around and shoot at it from up here. So if coming in from the south and rallied into the middle, they're going to go up and along right in front of these anti-tanks and through all the traps and get rained on. This one is basically featuring the +5 mortar range. That's what the design is based on. So the mortars can't be taken out by British rifles or howitzers or artillery or whatever without going through this first wall. I hate whenever I have a design that's really sweet, really awesome or whatever, and but it's the 4 spacing, 1, 2, 3, 4 spacing on the mortar, they can shoot over that wall. Artillery or ranged British rifles can shoot over the wall and get to that mortar, but you put it right there, that +5 spacing, and they have to go through the wall, which just means more time for them to get wrecked by your mortars and stuff like that. So this one features 3 main trap zones. You can see them all right in here. Also has the protected sniper, general, oil, and cannons in there. This is a pretty good base. I do like this one. It's not quite as good as my main one. At least I haven't seen that. I haven't run it as much as my main one, so I don't really know for sure, but I don't think it's as good, but it is very good. I like it a lot. And you may be able to tweak it a little bit for your own use. And here's one I'm working on. It's another simple. Sometimes the simplest ones work the best. But this one is basically going off of the 3 wall layout, and it is a non-protective, it's an exposed city center layout is what I'm trying to say, but it doesn't have to be. There's enough space in here for your city center, and that's what I used for the spacing size in the middle. But anytime you have 3 walls protecting your center zone, it's going to be very safe. And you don't have to have the storehouse in there. You can put your gold or something else in there. In fact, that's probably a better idea. Put the gold in there and move this somewhere else. But 2 walls with no entry, 2 boxes I should say with no entry, and then the 3rd row of walls leaves openings at key points where your wonders will be. Versailles, Acropolis, whatever your wonders are. If they're defensive wonders, then you want to funnel troops towards them so that they get extra use. That's basically what this base is going off of, and I think it'll be pretty good loot saver base and can be reworked in a couple different ways. I haven't started a road network or anything yet, so but that's where that one is. That's what it looks like. A war. Sometimes I run out of space on making layouts, so I'll go into my war layout editor and try to make something new there. Here's one I was working on the other day. This one's pretty sweet. It's kind of like my main one, and I haven't run it yet, so I'm waiting to see. I need to copy it over, which you have to do piece by piece. You can't copy a war base to a regular base, which doesn't make any freaking sense. You can do a regular base to a war base, but you can't do it the other way around. Don't ask me why. Nexon, that's all I have to say. Korea. I mean, whatever. I don't even know why. But here it is. Great layout. Pause it, copy it, whatever. It's going to have a monster network, I would say, as well. So, pretty good base. Pretty excited to see that one in action. Maybe I'll get that one rolling and let you know how that one does. But that's pretty much it, I think. We'll be getting a few more upgrades, readout, and garrisons and stables before I go atomic, but that's it. It's dang near 30-minute video. Crazy if you're still watching, but we all love game. We talk about the game, blah blah blah. That's what we do. I'm gonna try to put more content out soon. Getting back to normal as far as my schedule and everything. Thank you for watching. Thanks for all the views, and like, comment, subscribe. If you want to join, we have 2 alliances going, San Fran Tokyo and San Fran Tokyo 2 for a little bit lower level or a little bit less experience in war. You can go down to San Fran Tokyo 2. We have a bazillion donations a month, tons of medals. If you're into that sort of stuff, we do the medals for fun more than anything. But I guess also just to prove that we can do it. And San Fran Tokyo is all you do to find us. Tokyo. Search. You'll see them. And San Fran Tokyo 2. Both thriving. Working our way up on the glory points. I mean, we're basically friends first. We don't kick out people that aren't good at the game, we basically try to bring everybody along. So we've got a lot of really, really good players. Most of them in the San Fran Tokyo family are really good, but we're still working up, bringing everybody up as far as war is concerned. So we'll get there with the glory points. I'm not concerned about that. If your alliance has more, that's cool. Good job. If you're stacking your team, then I don't know what you're doing. You're really not accomplishing anything other than working through a loophole there. Anyways, that's it. I'm pretty well spent. I will make some new layouts. I know people want some lower age layouts like, industrial and stuff like that. You may be able to. I don't even know what this base looks like anymore, but we could take a look. I have a backup account, but I am not on it ever. So let's see. I'm the only member. Please don't join. I'm never online. Don't request or donate. Never be active or chat, please. That's my slogan there. Here it is. Don't know what. I can't even remember what age I'm in on this one. It may not even be a good design, but okay, kind of neat. It is a medieval age. So if you're medieval and you need a layout, there it is, folks. This one gets denied. It's an Android account. I don't have an Android phone or a tablet anymore, so I only can play on my BlueStacks on my computer, which I don't like doing. It's frustrating and annoying and slow. So there it is. But if you needed that lower level layout, anyways, this video is just taking freaking forever. Thanks for watching. I'll be back with more, hopefully, and I appreciate it. Please like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Peace out, F10.